Chapter 9. Institution of Prayer. Recite that which has been revealed to thee of the book and established prayer. Surely prayer keeps one away from indecency and evil. Surah 29, 845. And establish prayer in the 2 parts of the day and in the first 2 hours of the night. Surely good deeds take away evil deeds. This is a reminder to the mindful. 1114. Establish prayer from the declining of the sun till the darkness of the night, and the morning recitation. Surely the morning recitation is witness. 1778. Surely prayer is a timed ordinance for the believers. 403. Guard your prayers and the most excellent prayer, and stand up truly obedient to law. Surah 2, 238. Woe to the praying ones who are unmindful of their prayers, who pray to be seen and withhold alms. Surah 107, 4-7. And including that last verse. Was important, the connection, because I guess you could say, oh, well, the praying ones who withhold the alms, are the small kindness, you could say. In this chapter, I've collected the Hadith relating to the times of prayer and other external circumstances relating to it, while the prayer service itself is dealt with in the next chapter. Prayer was made an institution by Islam. It was not left to individual choice to resort to prayer when and how one liked. The order to establish prayer as an institution is very frequent in the Holy Quran. The first 3 verses quoted above being given as an example. The purification of the mind is the great aim, which is attained by resorting to the remembrance of Allah time after time in the midst of one's worldly pursuits. The spirit to serve humanity is also imbibed through prayer, and unless that spirit is imbibed, prayer is simply a show. The times of prayer were fixed by divine ordinance. There is a continuity in prayer from the declining of the sun till the darkness of night. Early afternoon, late afternoon, after sunset, and early hours of the night, the middle of the night when there's between the twilights. And then there is a break till dawn, which is time of the 5th prayer. Well, the 3rd prayer, really, but to say prayer purposely when the sun is rising or when it is setting is prohibited. The 2 afternoon prayers and the 2 early night prayers may be combined, in case of travel or sickness. The morning and the late afternoon prayer must not be missed on any account. When a prayer has been unavoidably missed, or when one forgets the saying of a prayer, the prayer must be said at the first opportunity. It is undesirable to sleep before the Isha prayer or to engage in unnecessary talk after it. Everything must be avoided which may distract one's attention from prayer. One must not hurry for prayer, or it would destroy the calm of mind, which is so essential for prayer. Nor should one, sorry about the chair there. Nor should one, when taking food, make haste and leave his food for the sake of prayer. Prayer may be said even when riding in a boat or a railway carriage. As regards dress, a man may wear any dress that he can afford or that is convenient for him, and prayer, by dress means clothing, right? And prayer may be said even in knickers and a shirt, if it covers, like for example, the male from the knee and the bottom half of the navel at least would be covered. Well, you can't cover the bottom half of the navel without covering the navel, but you know what I mean. It is not proper for anyone to pass in front of the man who is praying. And a sutra, some sort of barrier, may be set up when prayer is said in an open place. Abu Hurairah reported that he heard the messenger, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, say, "Tell me if there is a stream at the door of any one of you in which he bathes 5 times every day. What dost thou say? Will it leave anything of his dirt? They said, It will not leave anything of his dirt. He said, This is the likeness of the 5 prayers with which Allah blots out all faults. Anas reported, the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, When one of you says prayers, he holds confidential intercourse with his Lord. Interaction. I don't think people use that word like that nowadays, but Ibn Abbas said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, Gabriel acted as an imam for me twice in the sacred house. So he said the Dhuhr prayer with me when the sun had declined from the meridian and the shadow was the measure of a thong, the like as if he held the strap of a sandal out. And he said the Asr prayer with me when the shadow of everything was the like of it. You can translate that, the like of it plus what it is and when the sun's at its highest. And then he said the Maghrib prayer with me when one who fasts breaks the fast. And he said the Isha prayer with me when redness in the horizon had disappeared. And he said the Fajr prayer with me when food and drink are prohibited to one who fasts. When it was the next day, he said with me the Dhuhr prayer when the shadow of thing was the like of it. And when he said with me the Asr prayer when the shadow of a thing was its double. And he said with me the Maghrib prayer when one who fasts breaks the fast. And he said with me the Isha prayer when 1/3 of the night had passed. And he said with me the Fajr prayer when the dawn was bright. And then he turned to me and said, O Muhammad, this is the time of the prophets before thee, and the time is between these 2 times. Ibn Abbas reported the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, forbade prayer after the dawn prayer till the sun brightens, and after Asr till it sets. Ibn Umar said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, Do not purposely seek in your prayer the rising of the sun or the setting of it. Lengthening the prayer to the point where it's close. Ibn Abbas reported that the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said prayers in Medina, 7 rak'ah and 8 rak'ah, Dhuhr and Asr and Maghrib and Isha. Fadzala said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, taught me, and there was, in what he taught me, the command, be mindful of the 5 prayers. I said, these hours are such that I have other business to attend to therein. So command me something comprehensive so that when I have done it, it should suffice me. He said, be mindful of the 2 Asr prayers. This was not known in our idiom, so I said, what are the 2 Asr prayers? He said, a prayer before the rising of the sun and a prayer before the setting of it. Jaber reported that Umar ibn al-Khattab came on the day of the ditch after the sun had set, and he began to abuse the disbelieving Quraysh. He said, O Messenger of Allah, I could not manage to say the Asr prayer until the sun was about to set. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, I call Allah to witness that I too have not said it. Then we got up towards Bhutan, and he performed ablutions for prayer. And we too performed ablutions for it. For he said the Asr prayer after the sun had set, and after that he said the Maghrib prayer. They were in the middle of a battle, by the way. Anas reported on the authority of the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, who said, whoever forgets the saying of a prayer, let him say that prayer when he remembers it. There is no atonement for it, but this, establish the prayer for my remembrance. Abu Burza reported that the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, disliked sleeping before the Isha prayer, and conversation after it. Anas said, Aisha had a figured curtain of red wool, which she had covered a side of her apartment. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, remove from us thy curtain, for its figures come before me in prayers. Aisha said, I asked the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him about casting side glances in prayer. He said, that is a snatching from the prayer of the servant which the devil snatches away by deceit. Zainab, wife of Abdullah ibn Masud, said, the messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said to us, when one of you goes to the mosque, let her not use scent. And other narrations indicate Abu Qatada said, while we were saying our prayers with the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, he suddenly heard noise of running people. When he finished the prayer, he said, what was the matter with you? They said, we were hastening for the prayer. He said, do not do so. When you come to prayer, you should be perfectly calm. Then whatever part of you you overtake, say it with the Imam, and then complete the part that has escaped you. Ibn Umar said, the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, when one of you is taking food, let him not hasten until he has satisfied his need, even though the Iqamah for prayer has been recited. Jabir said, the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, used to say his prayers on his riding camel in whichever direction it turned with him, but when he intended to say the obligatory prayer, he got down and faced towards the Qibla. Abu Hurairah said, a man got up before the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and asked about praying in one garment. He said, can every one of you get 2 garments? Then a man asked Umar, and he said, when Allah gives us ample, you should use amply. A man wore his garments. A man prayed in a waist wrapper and an outer garment, and in a waist wrapper and a shirt, and a waist wrapper and a cloak, and trousers and an outer garment, and trousers and a shirt, and trousers and a cloak, and knickers and a cloak, and knickers and a shirt, and I think he said, and knickers and an outer garment. By knickers, don't mean that one can run around without pants, like boxers. Or okay, that's not what we mean. We mean like pants, right? Abu Juhaym said, the messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, if the pastor in front of one who is praying know what burdens is on him, it would be better for him to wait 40 days than he should pass in front of him. Now days is in parentheses, so 40 something.